The Dream Girl, a short story written by Ravi Ranjan Goswami, narrated by Siddha. The Dream Girl's marble statue disappeared from Raja Susanjit's palace. The king was angry. He ordered his soldiers to search for it. 1 week passed, but there was no clue about the statue. On the other hand, in a hut in a thick forest adjacent to the state, a young man was admiring the life-size image of a very beautiful young woman. It was the statue that was being searched across the state, and the young man was none other than the sculptor who had made the statue. This was his imagination. The king had asked him to make a statue of a beautiful young woman from his imagination, his dream girl. Hence her name also became the Dream Girl. The sculptor's name was Devdatta. He had attained a high degree of expertise in craftsmanship at an early age. His father Shivdatta was also his mentor. His father had ever told him the artist should love his art, not his artwork. Suddenly he remembered this thing and understood the point of the matter too. He got entangled in the beauty of his artwork and fell in love with it. The king got that statue made for a special purpose. Under the political diplomacy, he wanted to give that statue as a gift to the king of a nearby state. Devdatta was doing some work for the first time on the order of the king, and therefore he had also worked very hard in the sculpting of the statue. Devdatta became restless when the statue was completed. But according to the king's order, he sent a report to the king about the completion of the statue. The king came and saw the statue and was very happy. The king honored him in the court and rewarded him with 10,000 gold coins. When he reached home, he fell on his bed. His condition became like a lover separated from the beloved. By thinking that artwork would leave the state to his restlessness increased, he did not get sleep all night. Late night, he got up and took the king's stamped identity card which was given to him by the king for the uninterrupted passage in the palace, and reached the palace with a horse carriage. He wrapped the statue in a large sheet and placed it in the horse carriage. After this, he escaped to the forest. He made a hay cottage and placed the statue in it. Since then, he visited that cottage daily to see his dream girl. Sometimes he talked with her. Thus, Devdatta had forgotten the difference between fantasy and reality. After understanding the father's point of view, he came to his senses. Without delay, Devdatta surrendered before the king with the statue. King Susanjit was a very kind king. He was delighted by seeing the statue. Devdatta himself had surrendered and returned the statue. Considering this fact and the young age of Devdatta, the king forgave him.